You know how this usually goes. The car still starts, it still drives, nothing feels seriously wrong, so you keep putting things off. Maybe there's a faint smell once in a while, maybe the steering feels a little different, maybe you've been meaning to check the oil for weeks. Then one day, out of nowhere, you're staring at a repair bill that makes you wonder how something so small turned into something so expensive. Here's the thing. A lot of drivers spend thousands fixing problems that started as simple maintenance issues they could have caught early. Not because they're careless, and not because mechanics are hiding some secret playbook. Most people just aren't taught what actually matters before a problem gets bad. And a lot of shops make money fixing failures, not talking for 10 minutes about boring habits that prevent them. I'm not saying mechanics are hiding secret magic tricks, but there are definitely basic maintenance habits that can save you from expensive shop visits. The frustrating part is, these are usually the boring things people skip. The first one is checking your engine oil before your car begs for help. A lot of people treat oil like something that only matters during an oil change sticker appointment. They don't check the level, they don't look at the color, and they definitely don't think about oil consumption unless a warning light shows up. That's a mistake, because by the time the oil warning light comes on in a lot of cars, you're already in the danger zone. And this is where people end up spending way more money than they needed to. Engines don't usually fail because of one dramatic moment. They fail because they spend weeks or months running low on oil, overheating it, or losing lubrication little by little. If your car burns a bit of oil between changes, and a lot of cars do, waiting for the light is risky. It takes maybe 2 minutes to pop the hood, pull the dipstick, wipe it, check it again, and see where you're at. That sounds too simple, but it actually matters. If the level is low, topping it off early is cheap. Replacing timing components, fixing oil starvation damage, or dealing with a worn engine is not. Most people only open the hood when something already feels wrong. That habit alone costs people a lot of money. If you like practical car advice that actually saves money, subscribe, because this channel is all about catching the small stuff before it turns into a painful bill. The next one is tires, and people underestimate this one all the time. Tire pressure sounds basic, almost too basic, which is exactly why people ignore it. They assume if the tire doesn't look flat, it's fine. Meanwhile, they're driving around with one tire low, another slightly overinflated, and the car slowly wearing rubber in all the wrong places. The crazy part is, bad tire pressure doesn't just wear out tires faster. It affects steering, braking, fuel economy, suspension wear, and how stable the car feels on the road. And uneven wear tells you things. If one edge is wearing faster, your alignment might be off. If the center is wearing too much, pressure may be too high. If both edges are going, pressure may be low. That tire is basically telling you there's a problem before something more expensive starts complaining. Most people completely miss this warning sign. They wait until the tire shop says, "Yeah, these are shot," and then they're buying 4 tires earlier than they should have. Checking pressure once or twice a month and glancing at the tread where pattern can save real money. And if your steering wheel starts pulling a little or the car feels oddly loose or heavy, don't just get used to it. That small change is often the early clue. Now this next one is boring, but ignoring it gets expensive fast. Your engine air filter. A dirty engine air filter won't usually create a dramatic breakdown overnight, which is why people forget it exists. But over time, when the engine has to work harder to breathe, performance can feel dull, fuel economy can slip, and the car can feel a little more sluggish than it should. Not always in a huge way. Just enough that most people adapt to it and never connect the dots. Here, what matters. This is one of the cheapest maintenance items on the car, and on many vehicles it's easy to inspect. If it's packed with dirt, leaves, dust, or debris, replace it before the engine starts compensating for restricted airflow more than it needs to. Same goes for the cabin air filter, by the way. That one affects airflow inside the car and can make the AC seem weaker than it really is. No, an air filter won't fix every engine problem. And no, every slight fuel economy drop isn't because of a dirty filter. But if you keep skipping simple wear items, the car slowly runs less efficiently, and those little inefficiencies add up over time. And this is where a small problem turns into a massive bill. Leaks, smells, and strange sounds. People are weirdly good at ignoring early warning signs if the car still moves. A tiny drip in the driveway becomes probably nothing. A sweet smell gets ignored. A burning smell gets blamed on traffic. A light clicking noise becomes background noise. Then weeks later it becomes a water pump, a valve cover gasket, a cooling system repair, a belt problem, or something worse because the leak took out another part along the way. A lot of expensive repairs start as small, ignored problems. That's not drama. That's just how cars age. If you notice a new smell, pay attention. Sweet can mean coolant. Burnt oil has its own smell. Rotten egg smells can point to emissions-related issues. If you hear squealing, grinding, ticking, or a new humming sound, don't wait for it to get loud enough that everyone hears it. Early diagnosis is almost always cheaper than late diagnosis. And to be fair, not every little noise means disaster. I'm not trying to make you paranoid. But new patterns matter. Cars usually give hints before they fail. The expensive part is when those hints get ignored until one bad part starts damaging other parts around it. Halfway through this, I'm curious. What's the maintenance issue that ended up costing you the most? Was it overheating, tires, a dead battery, low oil, something else? Let me know in the comments, because that's the kind of mistake other drivers can learn from fast. Now let's talk about fluids in general, because this is where heat and neglect quietly do damage. People understand oil because it gets talked about a lot. But coolant, brake fluid, transmission fluid, and power steering fluid on older systems get neglected all the time. The car doesn't need to be leaking visibly for fluid to be aging badly. Heat breaks things down. Moisture contamination happens. Additives wear out. And once fluid stops protecting the way it should, parts wear faster. This is one of those things drivers don't think about until the car won't stop right, won't shift right, or starts running hot. Coolant is a great example. People assume if there's liquid in the reservoir, everything's fine. But old coolant loses its protective ability, and cooling systems hate neglect. Hoses, seals, water pumps, radiators, heater cores, all of that lives in a hot environment. Ignore the service intervals long enough and you're not just risking poor cooling. You're risking a chain reaction. Same with transmission fluid. I know some people hear lifetime fluid and think that means forever. It doesn't. Lifetime usually means something very different to the manufacturer than it means to the person who wants to keep the car for 200,000 miles. And the last one is the battery, because this one strands people when they least expect it. Batteries usually don't fail with much drama beforehand. Maybe the engine cranks a little slower in the morning. Maybe the lights seem slightly weaker. Maybe nothing seems wrong at all until one day you turn the key or push the button and get nothing. The cheap habit here is simple. Look at the battery terminals once in a while. If you see corrosion building up, deal with it early. Make sure the connections are tight. If the battery is getting older and the car has been slow to start, get it tested before it leaves you stranded in a parking lot, late for work, or stuck in bad weather. That sounds too simple, but it actually matters. Corrosion creates resistance. Weak batteries stress the charging system, and ignoring both can create electrical headaches that cost way more than a battery should. At the end of the day, most expensive car problems don't appear overnight. They build slowly. Low fluids, worn tires, dirty filters, small leaks, battery corrosion, all the boring stuff people assume can wait. And this is where people lose money, because waiting usually multiplies the cost. You don't need to become a mechanic. You just need to notice more, check a few basics regularly, and stop treating warning signs like future. Use problem. Preventative maintenance won't stop every failure, and it won't make your car immortal. But it absolutely lowers the odds of getting hit with repairs that could have been avoided or made much cheaper. That's the real takeaway here. The less dramatic the maintenance sounds, the more likely people are to skip it. But those boring basics are often the reason one car becomes expensive to own, and another one keeps going without constant financial pain. Subscribe if you want more simple maintenance tips that help your car last longer without wasting money.